Hello my Flosstube friends, welcome to my channel. This is all about cross stitch. My name is Jill. You can find me here and on Instagram at cjillstitch. If you're new here, I hope you enjoy listening to cross stitch. And if you have been here before, thanks for coming back. It's been a little while. I think my last Flosstube was in September. So it's been 3 months. Please know I've been wanting to film a Flosstube for 3 months. It's just been crazy. So I realized today that this was gonna be my last chance to film a Flosstube this year. Like I'm not gonna get to it again until January. So, so I have like piles tipping over. This is like, I have Christmas stuff all over in here, so it's a little bit, the room's a little bit chaotic, my life is a little bit chaotic. Hopefully this video is not chaotic. I'm gonna try to make it like calm. I'm a little frazzled. So I was like, I need to do this video today. We have people coming into town tonight and tomorrow and Christmas and all the things. So I pulled everything together real quick. My fabrics are not ironed for the most part. I would love them to be ironed, but they're not. I could iron them, but then I wouldn't have time to do the Flosstube. So my kids get out of school. It's a half day all week. So I have to go pick them up at noon. So I'm gonna try to hurry and get this in before I have to go pick them up. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so good. So I'm trying to think what is interesting in my life. It's been crazy, but not necessarily anything worth reporting. I did go to Stitch West in October and it was amazing. And I'm not really gonna do a recap of it because like there's a whole bunch of them out there already. There were a lot of people that already did a recap on it and it's probably better than mine. So I might talk about a few little parts of it as I go along, but it was fun. Okay, so the big news is I have eight finishes. This is amazing, you guys. I don't even have 8 finishes in a year sometimes. So to have 8 finishes in 3 months is like, who am I? Like, this is amazing. I'm so excited about it. And well, one of them is fully finished because it was my small for Stitch West. And 2 of them are almost FFOs. I don't usually finish fully finish things at all unless it's a gift. So I actually have purchased the stuff to finish like 2 or 3 other ones. I haven't gotten to it yet, but like this is progress. We're making progress. Very exciting. So I'm just gonna jump right in and start showing my finishes and we'll get through this. Okay. I'll start by saying, so my first finish is, it was my small for Stitch West and it's called Halloween Pumpkin Patch. It's from KEB Studio Creations on Etsy. Oh my gosh, I had the hardest time trying to pick a small for this year's Stitch West. I probably went through like 6 or 7 patterns. Like I kitted up like 3 or 4 things and then went, no, this is what I want to do. Anyway, I finally settled on this one like a week before Stitch West started. And it's super cute. I loved it. I obviously don't have it with me because it was a gift at Stitch West. So I will post a picture of it on the screen. I don't have a super great picture of it because I forgot to take a picture until I was like packaging it up. So it's like a picture in the hotel lobby. Terrible lighting. Oh, you know what? I think I might have a picture. I don't know. I'll look. I will show you on the screen what it looks like. I stitched it with the called for DMCs. I did it on 40 count Ren from Picture This Plus. Yeah. It's stitched up super quick and easy. It's super cute. I framed it, I laced it. It was my first time lacing something, and it was less intimidating than I thought it would be. You guys, our landscapers are here right now, so I really hope you can't hear my dog barking at the leaf blower, or the leaf blower. I hope you can't hear either one, but I apologize if there's like noise. I couldn't wait for the landscapers to come because I wasn't sure exactly when they were going to be here, so I'm like, I just have to start. Anyway, I definitely recommend this pattern. It was cute and easy, and I love it. So I was kind of sad to give it away, so I might stitch it up again for myself next year maybe. This is easy and fun and cute. Okay, finish number 2. Oh, you know what? I need a board. Let's see if I've got one down here. This is Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy from Mirabilia. Isn't she so pretty? I bought this pattern last year at Stitch West in October. It's my first Mirabilia. I wanted to start with something small just to try it, but something that had beads because I wanted to do beading. So I finished stitching her maybe even last December, or maybe it was January, and then I was gonna do the beading right away, and I didn't get to it until like September, October. So let me see if I can jump in close enough for you to see some of her beads. This was a little tricky because I did it on 36 count, which is kind of small for beading. So the ones right in here around the top of her dress are a little tight. Had to shift them just a little bit. So it was the very first thing I beaded. And then I was like, oh, this is gonna be tight. So once I did the ones down here, I kind of adjusted where they went so that they'd fit. I think she's just so, so pretty. So this is done on a 36 count hibiscus from Fiber on a Whim. They did all of the called for colors. That leaf blower is just getting louder and louder. I love it. And the beading was fun, so there will be more beading projects in the future. Okay, gotta find somewhere to put all of this. My desk is kind of crazy. Okay, so my second finish makes noise. This is Fairy Cat from Nemu Designs. So I started working on this one this summer. It's stitched up super fast. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love it so much. Look at that cute little bell on the kitty. So this one, I made a few changes on it. I'm trying to remember what they were. Oh, okay. So it called for, I'm gonna stand up to get closer in here. It called for a mohair. Can't remember if it called it a yarn or just a thread in parts of it. And this is like a French pattern, so I'm like, I don't know how to get exactly what it's calling for, but I was assuming it was something similar to like a whisper thread that's just like got the fluffies on it. So I bought some of that. It was supposed to be on like in the ears, up in here, and on the tip of the tail. So I bought it and I started putting it in there, and I just didn't like how it looked. Well, I hated working with it. I don't love whisper. I just didn't like how it looked, so I just left it out. And then they wanted you to do whisper thread for the whiskers, which I thought was weird because cat whiskers are not fluffy. So I just did back stitching on that. And then it also wanted you to do like some little like rosettes from the mohair on the as a crown on the fairy. I didn't do that either. I had just finished doing Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy, and I had a few beads left. So if you can see up in here, I did a little crown of beads on her. I think it turned out great. This is the first time I've done over one stitching on the face for the skin. Let me see if I can get it in there really close. Don't know if you could see that. It was tricky, but not impossible. I will do it again. Oh, I just love this one so much. I kind of always want to have a Nemu pattern going because they're so cute. I feel like it's almost like painting with floss. I don't know. It looks a little more realistic than some of them. And some of their patterns look almost like watercolor. So I want to start another one. I think I know which one I'm gonna do next. So, oh, it also wanted you to do some mohair down on the base. Is it like carpet maybe? I don't know. I just did DMC. So put the little bell on. Super cute. I love it so much. Cute little kitty. Okay. My next finish, it's number 4, is the Gather In from Plum Street Samplers. Oh, you know what? Oh, this was done on, pretty sure it's a witch helt fabric. It's very stiff. Fortunately, I just kind of like got it in the hoop and didn't have to move the hoop until I got down to the very bottom. So, and I think it was called White Chocolate. So, and then have to gather in. It's finished. Yay. I started this last fall. And when I pulled it out this year, I had done, whoop, if I can, should have grabbed some clips. I had done the roof and some of these stars, maybe all the stars. I think I'd done the roof and all of the stars and had started in on this big star and done a little bit of the white. And that was all I had done when I picked this up in September. So I wasn't like intending to finish it this year. I just wanted to get some more progress in on it. But once I got started, I just couldn't stop. I love fill-in. I know some people hate it, but I had so much fun just filling in the white of the house. I love this little design on the house. And then filling in over here, the pumpkins, the grass. There's really a lot of fill-in on this, but I love it. I think it's so cute. So I did make a couple changes. I don't have the pattern here. I don't know where the pattern is. I don't have it right here with me. But in the pattern, there's some words right here. I think it says like Edna, proprietress of the Gather In. And then down here it says the name of her horse. I just didn't want that in there. I just wanted it to be, I just wanted to leave it out. So I just filled in the grass all the way and then added a couple more sunflowers where the words would have gone. So I think it turned out good. It's stitched with all of the called for colors. I'm trying to remember what the fabric is. I think it's buttermilk from R&R. I will put it down in the description box. I will find it and put it down there. Anyway, super happy with that one. Then, I don't remember what order I finished these in. Let's do this one next. So in the mornings, when my kids are getting ready for school, I pull out a project to work on and I just do like a length of thread. And I can get about one length in while they're getting ready for school. So, so I like to have a project going that's like the only time of day I work on it is just that little bit of time in the mornings. So this is what I have been working on in the mornings and I finished it in November. Oh, it's not even gonna fit on my board, it's too big. Look at this. Oh, I need to have it on a board. This is Opus 1 from Long Dog Samplers. I started this a number of years ago and kind of put it away because I wasn't sure I loved it. I'm using a variegated floss on it. This is a Silks for You. I really don't remember the number and it's not showing up well on camera, but it's like a a pink to a cream color. It's not as dark as it's showing up. So sad this is not. It's more like, it's pink and cream. And I thought maybe it was too busy. But I finally decided to just pull it out and work on it and get it finished. And I ended up loving it. I think it's so pretty. When I pulled it out this year, I'm trying to remember when it was, maybe September. I needed to, I had some of this motif done. So I finished that one and did the stuff along the side here, and then came over here and did all of this down here. Whoop, got a hair on it. And then I did all the back stitching. There wasn't a ton, but like the letters have some back stitching in them. So it went pretty fast. It's amazing how much progress you can get done on something just working on it a little bit every day. And this wasn't even every day. I only did it on mornings my kids went to school. So weekends were not done. Holidays, like anytime the kids didn't go to school, I didn't work on it. So it got done. I'm super excited. So as soon as I finished that, I had to like find a new length a day project, and I will show you that in my whips, in my new starts. So now I only have like one long dog I'm working on, so I'm gonna have to remedy that. I always have to be working on a few of them. I love them so much. Okay, 3 more finishes. We're still on finishes. We're 17 minutes in and I'm still on finishes. This is so cool. My next finish is, oh dear, what's it called? Where's my pattern? Oh, there it is. This is Mousecapades number 7, Happy Christmas, from Luminous Fiber Arts. This is how it looks. Wrinkled, but so cute. I started this last December, and the only thing I had done was this reindeer and these 2 houses and the trees in between them. So everything else got done this year. This was another one that I was not necessarily like planning on finishing. I just wanted to get some work in on it. And once I started, I just couldn't stop. So cute. This is done on, what fabric is it on? I think it's the called for, which is Smoky Pearl by Zweigart, 32 count. It's just, is it DMC's? No, DMC Weeks Classic Colorworks. And I think I just did all the called for. So cute. I feel like my fabrics are just turning really dark on here today. I'm not sure why. So I'm gonna hold it back further. I need to find a cute frame for that one. And it's a little bit of an unusual size. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look for that. Okay, 2 more. My next finish is just a cute, oh, it's so wrinkled. Cute little one from Emily Call. This is called Coco Crazy. Isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh. Okay. It has a border along the top and bottom that's like a little checkerboard, red and white. And I left that off because I'm thinking I'm gonna finish it in a circle. So I thought the border might interfere with that. And I made a couple changes. I changed the green on it. Oh, so I'm doing this on a 20 count Aida, super soft. It's called Slate from Fiber on a Whim. So I changed the gray. There's a little bit of some gray in it. I think I just went a shade darker because it didn't show up really well on this fabric. So like it called for 168 and I went for 169 or something like that. And then I changed the green on it because I wanted, it's a little more of like a grass green that it calls for. but I wanted something kind of minty. So it's so cute. Oh, and I also, I changed his carrot to be orange. I think the carrot was like the called for red. And then in the pattern, he has like little coal teeth that were cute, but I just wanted him to have a smile. So it's so fun. I love it. He's so cute. So I have a little hot chocolate station that we pull out every December. It's just like cute mugs and some fun different flavors of hot chocolate and marshmallows and crushed peppermint and like stir sticks that are like dipped in chocolate, stuff like that. So I want to get this finished and put it up right next to our hot cocoa station. So fun. Okay, and then my last finish, fix it a little bit. What's this called? Tome la Neige from Couleur d'Etoile. I'm gonna just show that because I'm sure I said it all wrong. That's okay. This was so fast and easy. It took me like just a couple days to do. It's showing up really dark. I don't know why. Isn't she so cute? I love this pattern. So darling. I changed one little thing on it, and you're probably not going to be able to see it, but her scarf and the little pom-pom on her hat and her gloves are all done with whisper thread. So they're fluffy. See if you can see them in there. Probably not. They're fluffy. And I hate whisper thread. Just gonna say that right now. But this wasn't very much, so it's just cute. I have a frame for it already, just haven't framed it. Oh, it's done on whatever the called for is. I think it's just called Petit-Point. Yep. So I got Belfast Petit-Point beige. So cute. Okay, that's all my finishes. Ooh, 8 finishes. Oh, I'm gonna need my board still. Put stuff away too early. Okay. Oh, you know what? I can show you a picture. I think. Let's rewind a few minutes here. I have a picture of my small for the smalls exchange. It's not a picture that I did, but I can show you like what it's supposed to look like on here. So that is what it looks like. Ooh, hi ring light. Cute little pumpkins. I'll still post a picture. You probably have already seen it, but KB Studio Creations on Etsy. So, okay. Let's move on to whips and new starts. I'm trying to like organize this starting in the fall. Like we're past fall now, so I don't want to spend a ton of time on my fall stuff, but it's all down on the floor. Okay. This is what I worked on this fall. Well, I spent a lot of time on the gather in and got it done, but I also spent some time on Autumn Town from Autumn Lane Stitchery. It's one of my favorite patterns. I kind of think it's not done yet because I don't really want it to end because I love it. Oops. I have 2 needle minders on this right now. Not sure why. Okay. Oh, it's so wrinkled. You guys, I'm so sorry. This is terrible. This is where I am on it. Oh, so wrinkly. Okay. So when I picked it up this year, I was working on these trees right in here. I think it was on this big one. So I finished this tree and came over here and did, I did the house and the tree and the path, did all of these pumpkins, came over here, did these trees, and I am working on the roof of this house right here. So there's the rest of the roof, and then there's another little house right here, and then I will be done with the whole bottom half. So I'm definitely over halfway through, because the halfway point is like right in here, maybe. So I've definitely finished stuff above the halfway point. So I'm over halfway through. I still have like, I stopped working on this like in the middle of a thread. Chill. It's like I intended to keep going, and then I just was like, nope, I'm done for the year. Okay, I might have to like at least finish that thread. It's terrible. Just leave it hanging there for a year. I am doing this on, not the called for. Can't remember. The called for, it's Apple Harvest from Mountain Air Fabrics. And I really love it. I don't know why I didn't get it. If it was like out of stock or just hard to get, or didn't get here as fast as I wanted it to. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm doing it on 36 count agave Edinburgh linen. And I think it's a really good substitute. It looks really, really nice. Got my noisy little things on there. I think it's turning out really cute. Super wrinkled. Let's try to smooth it out before we put it in a bag again. Should finish it though. Finish that dang thread hanging there. Used to be better about like putting things away, putting them to bed for the year. Okay. Then, okay, so I started a sal. This was a mystery sal, and I don't always do those because I don't always like them. But this one I thought would be really cute, and it is, but I'm not very far. This was from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. They were doing a sal called the Witchy Way sal. So I got suckered into all the things with it. It's got this cute acrylic ghost floss drop that I've got all my flosses on. Look at these colors, okay? This is what pulled me in. That is so fun, especially for like a Halloween piece. Just these bright, bright, fun colors. I was like, I think I need to do that. And then I bought a matching needle minder. It glows in the dark. You guys, I have a thread hanging out on this one too. What am I even doing? Okay. This is how far I am. Move my thread. It's gonna say Bat Tavern. I mean, it does, but you can't really see it. Look at that cute needle minder that glows in the dark. There are like 4 or 5 little houses on this street, and I didn't even get the first one done. So I could have gotten further. I'm like loaded up, ready to go here. Maybe before I put this one to bed, I need to finish at least the floss that's hanging there. Anyway, I don't think I have a completed picture. Well, I might have a completed picture of this one. Like, it's a mystery cell, so I didn't get like a whole picture of what it's gonna look like. I might have to dig through some things if I'm gonna find the picture of it. Anyway, it's some cute little houses. Well, not houses. There's like the Bat Tavern and like a potions shop and maybe a broom store. Haven't looked at it for a while. Anyway, it's gonna be cute. The colors are amazing. I'm doing this on 36 count. Nope, I think it's 32 count. Let's see if I have a tag. 32 count Storm from Atomic Ranch Fabrics. This is such a soft fabric. I love it. Okay, super fun. Maybe I'll finish it next year. And then, okay, so that was a new start. I'm kind of combining new starts and whips. I'm just kind of like going in the order of when I did things. Okay, I pulled out Golden Delicious from the Artsy Housewife and got some good progress in on it. And again, I have like a thread just hanging out here. Oh, it's not even attached. Okay. This is where I am on it. I'm using The Roxy Flosstube conversion. Let's just smooth those out a little bit. Oh, I love these colors. Okay, you can't really, I'm just gonna take it out of the hoop. Hold please. So I can show you what I have done. Maybe. Okay. Get my board out here. This is what I have done. So when I pulled it out, I had not done very much at all. And I'm trying to remember because it was a couple months ago. I don't remember. Very little, let's say, like the outline of some of the flowers maybe was all. So I did some of the top border. This is not even as wide as it is. I think there's 2 more of these flowers over here. I was just kind of doing what was in the hoop because I didn't want to move it. So I will still have to do 2 more flowers, carry the border across the top, and then there's the whole like middle of it. The house and the tree. And it's so fun. I love the colors in this one. I'm just doing it on like I think it's 36 count, just like antique white linen. That's kind of my go-to sometimes. I don't always want like a crazy, well, not crazy, but like I sometimes just want white. So anyway, that one is gonna come out again later this month, early next month. I'll talk about it in my plans. So I love that. Ooh, ooh. Gotta get all the stuff back in it. Okay, then when I was at Stitch West, grab this one, I started a new project. So some of the ladies at my table at Stitch West had been at another retreat earlier in the year. And they decided they wanted to all start a pattern together, and they were sweet and invited me to start it with them, even though I wasn't at that retreat. This pattern got a little banged up, probably on the airplane. So this is Counting Puddles, Books Are Magic. I was like, yes, I will start that with you. I love books. They are magic. So it's got some really pretty fun flosses. That was so fun. And this is my start. I'm trying to decide if I need the board. I haven't taken it out of the hoop yet. So I started this at Stitch West. Cute little needle minder. It's a dragon. This is from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. They have my favorite needle minders. They're all the best. So this is a 32 count linen. It doesn't have a name. So I got this fabric last fall from, oh my gosh, my brain is just, Fangirl Fibers. She was doing an advent, Halloween advent through all of October, and this was one of the days. It was this pretty purple fabric. So I love the fabric on the model. It's 32 count Scotsman linen by Bestitch Me. I think it's really pretty. I didn't have it, and I kind of just wanted to start it. So I just went with purple, and I think it looks wonderful. So that's my little start. Well, it's not little, like this is a decent amount. I just have to do the books down underneath, the rest of the pages, and the fun back stitching up above. So yay, it's gonna go well. But I am done with it for this year. We'll pull it out again sometime next year. And that was just like, I think I only worked on it for a couple days at Stitch West, so got some good progress in on it. Okay, then My next new start. I am so excited about this one. This is Sir Thomas, whoops, from Glendon Place. I'd seen this pattern before and I was like, oh, that's a big colorful turkey. But like that was kind of all. I didn't really feel the need to start it until I saw it in person at Stitch West in April. Someone at my table was working on it, the 805 Stitcher, and I saw it in person and I was like, oh, okay, I need to start that. What the pattern doesn't show, or the picture, is that this is full of beads and full of, what is it called? Like the silk lame braid. Yeah, silk lame braid from Rainbow Gallery. So it's sparkly and fun. So this is how far I got on it. You gotta see it. Like, I don't know if these amazing flosses are gonna show up, but like this orange and the brown and the dark red and the yellow are all sparkly. They're not gonna show up good. It's gonna look so amazing when it's done. Oh, so, and I've done some beading now, just a little bit, but like I'm comfortable, like I'm confident in my beading abilities. So I've got all the beads somewhere in all the beads. I'll do those at the end. It's done on, I think they're called for, I think it's called China Pearl. It's a Jobelin from Which Else. And the flosses are Sullivan flosses, which I don't think I've ever used before, but they're fine. They may be tangled a little bit more than my DMC, but it's not like a deal breaker. I will say though, the colors are like a little bit lighter in person. So I don't know if you can really tell. Like the blue on the turkey's face is like more vivid in the picture. And I'm using the called fors, but that's okay. It's still gonna look so amazing. It's probably gonna take me a few years to do it because this is a big guy, but I'm excited about it. It's gonna be so, so cool when it's done. So I started it and worked on it until the night of Thanksgiving, and then I stopped and moved on strictly to Christmas. Okay, like 4 things left, maybe 5. I have been working on this Happy Morning from Plum Street Samplers. I started this last year. It's on the called for, I think it's 40 count hog bristle. And this is where I am on it right now. Whoops, we're crooked. This one's really wrinkled too. Okay, when I picked this up this year, I had done the roof and the dark red on the barn and the windows and the door. So when I started it this year, I did that whole fill-in, that lighter red color on the barn was a whole bunch of filling in. And then it took quite a while. And then I was like, as I was working on it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be done with this after I fill it in. I'm gonna take a break. And then I didn't. I just kept going because I was like, well, there's like this little white snowflake right next to the barn. I could just do that really quick. So I did that, and then I was like, well, there's like that little deer. Maybe I'll just do the deer. And then I'm like, well, there's some trees right there. Let me do the trees. Let me do the bird. Let me do these little snowflakes. So I got further, and I'm still not done. I at least want to get all the trees filled in this year. So that won't take me too much longer, and it's just fill in, so I can do it when I'm like not wanting to think hard. And then I'll be done with some of it. I was gonna say like half maybe, but there's that whole grass that's gonna take a while, and the border, and this bird pot. Anyway, it's super fun. I love this pattern. So I'm fine if it takes a few years to work on it because I like it. But I will hopefully have a little more progress to show on it before I put it away for the year. Okay. 3 more. So I was talking about my early morning stitching, my 1 strand a day. It's not always 1 strand or 1 length. Some days I can get 2 lengths in, and once in a while I can get 3 in, and sometimes I don't even get a full 1 in if it's a really busy day. Although if that happens, I usually try to, like, I'll drop my kids off at school and then come home and finish the length. Anyway, I finished Opus 1 and I needed a new project to start. I like to do like a monochromatic piece for those, because then I can really just like load up my needle and go until it's gone. So I had this one in mind. This one's technically not totally monochromatic. It's 2 colors, but it's mostly 1 color, and it's a Christmas one. So it's called, well, let me show it to you. I've got a length on it hanging out so this is called the Red Berry Sampler from Modern Folk Embroidery. There's a border that goes all the way around. I'm still working on it, and there will be the words Merry Christmas right here, and then there will be red berries all over in it. So the called for on this is, it's a DMC, and it's actually more of like a sagey green and like a dusty pink berry, which I thought was kind of weird because it's called the Red Berry Sampler. I think it looks really pretty, but I wanted something very Christmassy, so I switched the colors up. So this green is Mistletoe from Classic Colorworks, and then I think the red I'm going to use is called Ribbon Red. Very Christmassy. So I'm doing all the green first, obviously. I realized last week that I was not going to finish it this year if I just worked on it in the mornings before I took the kids to school, because there's only 4 days left of school this year. And I still have this whole border and all of the red berries and the words. So I decided I needed to focus on it a little bit more. So I will finish it this year, but it's gonna take maybe a little more time. But I do want to finish it. I think it's so cute. And you could actually do this at, like, not as a Christmas sampler. You could do any colors. You could do pink berries or white or blue or purple or whatever, and just have like the words welcome or your name and date or whatever down in this spot if you didn't want it to be Christmassy. But I did want it to be Christmassy. So, oh, this is on 40 count Ren. It's so cute. Okay, and then I had 2 new starts during the Jingle Ball, which I was hardly on the Jingle Ball at all. It was a crazy, crazy weekend. I hopped on a little bit Friday night and, whoops, what does this go to? Oh, sorry, I'm finding like needle minders that I took off a project and then didn't put back on. I went to the Jingle Ball for a little bit Friday night and a little bit Sunday afternoon, and that was it. But during that brief period of time, I did start 2 new things, so go me. The first one, these were both things that I've had kitted up for a couple years and haven't started. So the first one is called Esther by Kathy Barrick. That sheep is so cute. The called for on this was doubloon. Let's picture this plus. The doubloon I've seen looks darker than this. I feel like this is washed out a little bit. And I love this sheep. but I don't think it shows up very well on the fabric. Like, it kind of blends in. So a couple years ago, I saw someone do this. I don't remember who it was. I feel bad. It was a couple years ago and I didn't write it down or anything. I just like made a mental note that it looked really good. Anyway, I am doing mine on a dark fabric. This is 36 count, I think, Murky from Picture This Plus. I just have a little start on it. It's still in the hoop. This is just like the stem of the trunk of the Christmas tree. And you can see at the top I started doing, there's like back stitching. All the tree is just back stitched, all of the needles. So it was a tiny start. I'm using the NPIs. I'm hoping to get more in on it this year before I put it away. Christmas is coming so fast. You guys, I am not going to get as much done as I want to get done, but I'm going to try. So I will hopefully have a little bit more progress to show on this. I would love to get down to the sheep, but that means I have to do like the whole pot at the base of the tree and then the cloth draped over the sheep, and I can do the sheep. It's so cute. It's gonna be good whenever it gets done. Okay, so I started doing that, I don't remember when, sometime during Jingle Ball. So this is a darker fabric and it's a small count, so I have to do it when the lighting is really good. And then the next time I jumped on Jingle Ball, the lighting was not as good, so I didn't want to work on it. But I didn't have another project up here and I didn't want to go downstairs and get one. So I'm like, I'll just start something new on a lighter fabric. So I started Santa Stops Here from With Thy Needle. I feel like everybody is working on this one, which is fine. I'm one of them now. I have a thread on it because I'm like in the middle of working on it. Well, not in the middle, I'm still at the beginning. This is what I have done. Let's see if you can even see it. It's all the whites. So I have 3 of the 4 windows done, working on the 4th window. I did the door. I did the white part of the sign that says Candy House. That's all I've gotten done. So just gonna knock out that white and then do the rest of the house. So this is I can't remember if this is 36 count or 40 count. I think it's probably 36. Desert Taipan from Fox and Rabbit, maybe? Anyway, yay! I've been wanting to work on this one or start this one for a while, so I'm excited to finally jump in on it. And so, so that's, I think that's everything that I've been doing. Oh, I did briefly work on Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow back in October. I was like maybe a third of the way through block number 3. And I had this great plan to finish block 3 and block 4 and be done with the top row. And I didn't even finish 3. Like, I hardly did anything on it. So I didn't pull it out to show because it's like put away and there's not that much to show. So it will come out again next year and I will hopefully get more done on it. So before Christmas, I am planning on just, I want to first of all finish my red berry sampler, and then I'm just going to keep working on my other Christmas ones, finish my trees on This Happy Morning, and then I'm gonna work on Esther and Santa Stops Here until Christmas. And that is all of my whips and new starts. As far as plans go, I told you my plans for up until Christmas. So I do have plans for December after Christmas. So last year I did the 12 days of Christmas, and for 12 days starting on Christmas Day, I did a new start every day. And it was so much fun. I love starting new projects. I just picked 12 things that were projects that I had wanted to start and for some reason or another hadn't started yet. Like I have like a good excuse to start them or whatever, I guess. So I really loved starting it all. I almost felt like overindulgence though. Like I don't need to start a new project every single day to get that serotonin boost that comes from starting one. Like I could ride that high for days after I start a new project. I have so much fun just working on something new. And I felt like every day I start something and just not get very much done on it, and then I'd put it away to start the next day's project. So I didn't want to start 12 new things this year because I was like, I've got like plenty of stuff to work on already. So I have 9 of the 12 projects from last year that I'm still working on. I finished one of them last year, and the other 2, one of them was Modern Folk Embroideries 2023 Sal. It was called No Time Like the Present, which I feel like that title is just mocking me because I never actually started it. Or I did start it like 2 or 3 times, and I just could never settle on a color scheme I liked. So it just got put away for a while. And then I have one other project that was one of my starts last Christmas that is temporarily UFO'd. I need to change some things about it, and I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do yet. So I'll talk about that in some future video. But basically I have 9 of last year's things that I'm going to do again this year, just for another day. I think a lot of them, I only worked on them that one day last year. Some of them have had a little more work on them. But I'm gonna pick them up and just have another day on them during my 12 days of Christmas. And then for those 3 days that I don't have a project, I'm going to start new things. So I'll kind of do one at the beginning and one at the end and one kind of in the middle. So I have 2 of the 3 picked out. So I will show you what those are. I am going to start my first big Mirabilia. Now that I did my little one, my Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy, and I was like, okay, I'm ready for a big one now. So I am going to do a Midsummer Night's Fairy. There are so many pretty Miras. I had a hard time choosing. But I love Shakespeare, so I kind of liked the idea of the Midsummer Nights, kind of a reference. There's other Shakespeare patterns that are Miras, I know. But I loved the purples and the teals and the blues in this one. So I have everything for it. I've got my Krynics and my beads. I think I have the fabric picked out. I was kind of debating between a couple. I think I have it. So that is going to be one of my new starts. I'm so excited to give it a go. If you have any tips on stitching a Mira, let me know. And then, so I'm going to start a new chatelaine. I say that like I have an old chatelaine. I'm going to start my first chatelaine. I've kind of been eyeing these for a while because I thought they just looked cool. But I was a little intimidated by them because of all the beads and the specialty stitches, and I was just like, I just need to like do it and give it a try. And then my dear friend Emmy from Mission Stitch finished a chatelaine that she had been working on for like, I think she said 17 years, and it was incredible. And she brought it to Stitch West, and I got to just drool all over it. It was so amazing. She showed it in one of her recent Flosstubes, maybe 2 or 3 Flosstubes ago. So check it out if you haven't. So I was like, okay, I really need to do a chatelaine. She just sold me on them. So at Stitch West, I was having a conversation about chatelaines with my friend Valerie from Live and Die LA. And we were talking about the different chatelaines, and I said, I kind of have my eye on a specific one that I want to start. It's the Scotland mandala. And she's like, I really want to start that one too. I think it's really pretty. So we just kind of said, oh yeah, that's great. And just kind of left it at that. And then a little bit later, we're just sitting at the table stitching, and Valerie said, okay, Jill, I will start it if you start it. Why don't we do it at Christmas? I was like, okay, I'm sold. Like, I don't need any more prodding than that. So we decided to start a chatelaine together. And then Valerie decided to do a different one. I think she's doing the Tuscan mandala. I think that's the one it is, because her and her husband went there on an anniversary, and it's gorgeous. I'm so excited to see her progress on that one. So I am doing the Scotland mandala. I have all my DMC. I have the Glorianas, because I just kind of sourced those from a few different places to get them all. And I have all of my other specialty threads and beads coming from European Cross Stitch, which she's actually just here in Las Vegas. So it might take a while for them to get here, but they are on order, and I have plenty to do until they get here. So that is going to be my other big Christmas, 12 days of Christmas start. I am so excited to work on it. And then for my third day of new starts, I haven't decided for sure what I'm gonna do. It might, I have like 3 things that I'm trying to decide between. So I might just, I think I have them all kitted up. So I might just see what I'm in the mood to work on that day, and that'll be what I choose. So I'm going to do that between December 25th and January 5th, I think is the 12 days. And I am hoping to jump back on here, maybe like this January 6th, maybe, because my kids will be back in school then. Our company will leave. Somewhere right around there, and I will show you my progress on my 12 days. I'll show you my new starts. Have to tune in to find out what my third start is, because it's a mystery. I don't even know yet. And then I want to talk about my plans for next year, what I'm going to be doing next year, because I'm really excited about it. I tried doing Whip Go this year, and it worked really great for me for about 4 months. And then it was not so great. I kind of fell off the wagon on that one. So I have a new plan this coming year, and I'm super excited to start it. So I will talk about that on my next video, and you will see what I'm going to be doing. Okay, I have one more little thing. It's not little, it's awesome. This is, what is this? I'm trying to decide. Okay, I'll just introduce it. So I have, my oldest daughter is 18, and she, I've tried to get her to cross stitch. It's not her thing. Gotta get one of my kids to cross stitch, because I have a lot of stuff to leave whenever I die to them. Probably won't be for a long time, but I will amass even more by then. Anyway, that was a tangent. She doesn't cross stitch, but she embroiders. So this is a little embroidery special feature for you. Last year she was a senior in high school, and she had this great idea. Our school, so we live in Las Vegas, and every year the seniors get to have a Disney day, and they bus them down to Disneyland in California, and they get to spend the whole day at Disneyland, and then they bring them back home again. It's like a long day. Like, they leave at like 4 in the morning to drive down, and then they stay until like 1 a.m. the next morning, and then they bus them home. So she had a project she wanted to complete before her Disney day in May, and she got it done. She embroidered a jean jacket. She'd done embroidery before. This was not her first project, but it was definitely her biggest. So, so cool. Kind of want to steal this jacket from her. She's got her Disney castle on here. This is going to be too big to show. She's got all of her fireworks that have the beads and the fun sparkly flosses. And then she embroidered autographs from Disney characters all over the rest of the jacket. So the top of the back and the front and the sleeves, look, we've got your pal, Mickey Mouse. She did a bunch of her favorite characters. Captain Jack Sparrow, Ariel, that one's hard to see in this lighting. Tigger and Stitch and Minnie Mouse. What have we got right here? Donald Duck. Gonna try to get all these in. Lilo and Rapunzel. These are like their official autographs that they use when they sign things at Disney World. Snow White and Goofy. Whoop. And then on the other side, oh, she's got, I missed some. Who is this? Tinkerbell is on the side. And Belle is down there. And then we've got Daisy Duck. That one's kind of a lighter purple. Princess Aurora. Cinderella. Chip and Dale. So cute. And Pluto down on the cuff. She's got Alice down on the bottom on this side. And Winnie the Pooh on the other side. And then on the top of the back, we've got Yzma is one of our favorite characters. We love the Emperor's New Groove so much. Flynn Rider, the Mad Hatter, he has an awesome signature. Oh, the Fairy Godmother is in pink. And then on this side we have the Genie and Kuzco. And then down at the bottom beneath the castle in gold, we've got, it's not showing up very well, Walt Disney. You can see it better in person. Anyway, I was just so like in love with this jacket. She did such an amazing job on it. And I was like, we need to show it on my Flosstube because we've got to have somewhere to brag about her amazing jacket. So, yeah, I wanted to show it in a Flosstube before she took it up to college with her. And it didn't happen. She finished it in May. And I didn't do it in my Flosstubes. I don't know what I was thinking. So she brought it home with her at Thanksgiving. She's like, okay, you have to do a Flosstube with it before I go home after Christmas. So I'm like, I'm getting it in right now. Her amazing Disney jacket. So I kind of want her to make one for me now. But it took her like, I think she got her jacket in September and she finished it like a week before she went to Disneyland in April. So it was like a long labor of love. I think there was a lot of learning as she did it, like learning different stitches and all the things. So anyway, I'm super proud of her and her cute, cute Disney jacket. So I think that is all for this video. My voice is like kind of slowly getting quieter and crackier, and so it's probably time to stop anyway. I will hopefully be back in like 3 weeks with all the things. Show you my 12 days of Christmas, talk about my plans. So I hope you have a happy holiday season, whatever you're celebrating, that you're staying warm and finding joy in every day, and especially in cross stitching. And I will talk to you in a few weeks. Bye.